everybody, and welcome to OANDA Forex Market Outlook ahead of non-farm payrolls. My name is Tamar Mehr from Trade with Precision. Now, as traders, we need to pay attention to vital economic news that tend to move the market quite sharply. Such news are the non-farm payrolls. So, where do we find information about the non-farm payroll? Well, we go into the OANDA website, we scroll all the way to the end. At the end, we've got a link to the market pulse. We go into the market pulse, and in it there is a tab for the economic calendar. Currently, I have the economic calendar filtered to the highest volatility news. When I scroll down into Friday news, I can find the non-farm payroll. Now, what are the non-farm payroll and why are they so important? Well, the non-farm payroll are basically the change in the number of employed people during the previous month, and as the name dictates, it does not include the farming industry. Now, the reason why we are looking at these numbers and why they are so important is because they can give us a leading indicator into the health of the US economy. In the previous month, the market expected 201,000. However, the actual reading came out a lot lower at 142,000. This month, the market is expecting 180,000. A better than expected reading this month could point to a higher probability for the Fed to increase their interest rate in the month of December. And that, as a result, would have a significant effect on the strength of the US dollar against the other currencies. So let's move into the chart to see what the technicals are telling us. And let's start with euro dollar. So I've got here the weekly chart and I want to draw in the levels of support and resistance on this chart. At the top of this channel we've got the level of 1.15. At the bottom there is actually two levels that are very interesting. The 1.10, which we are currently breaking, and the next level down is 1.08. While we do see markets tending to be drawn to the strong level of support and resistance, and once breaking this strong level of 1.10, I'd expect another test at this level of 1.08. So let's go down the time frame and look for trading opportunities as the market breaking down through this level of 1.10 and moving towards the level of 1.08. So if we look at the daily, what we can spot on the daily is that we are currently in a downtrend. We had a really big push down and then a pullback into the 10 moving averages and currently move away. Another thing that we can spot from the daily is an intermediate level of 1.09, which is sitting around here. So this market respect quite beautifully the round number as levels of support and resistance. It is a nice downtrend here on the daily, and I do expect the market to eventually come down, take this previous low at the 1.09 and eventually come down and test the stronger level at the 1.08. Non-farm payroll being such a major event in the market can easily go and break these very strong levels of support and resistance. So if we're going to see a really strong reading from the non-farm payroll, we might even see a break of this level of 1.08. So my plan for this market is going down the time frame and looking for a continuation of this downtrend, looking for opportunities as the market pull back into the sell zone, into that area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages, and then a move away, looking for trading opportunities as my stop loss is being protected by strong level of support and resistance, and looking for my target ahead of the next level of support and resistance. The next market that I want to take a look at is Aussie dollar, and in Aussie dollar we have been in a beautiful downtrend, making lower highs and making lower lows, but currently we have changed the trend and we have a confirmation of that change of trend. So we've got here the low at the 0.69, a high, a higher low, and a higher high. So we've got a confirmation on the uptrend on the weekly. It's just the beginning of the uptrend, but we still have changed direction. We also have the indicators converging to the upside. So from the weekly perspective, I'll be looking for trading opportunities to the long side. However, there are levels of support and resistance that we need to be aware of. The first one is the 0.74, and currently we're sitting on the next level, which is around the 0.72. So again, looking down the time frame and looking for trading opportunities in between those levels of support and resistance. So let's go down the time frame. Let's just assess first the daily. And on the daily, we are also in an uptrend. We pulled back, rejection candle off the lows and a break above it, signaling a continuation of the uptrend and a move to test the previous high and possibly making another higher high. So looking down the time frame for trading opportunities. So let's take a look as an example on the 2 hours. And currently on the 2 hours, we have a nice uptrend, a pullback into the moving averages and a move away. So looking for the same scenario, looking for a pullback into the moving averages, into this buy zone, the area between the 10 and the 20 moving averages with a bullish candle sitting in the buy zone, and then looking for a break above it and a continuation of the uptrend, and looking to trade it to the next level of support and resistance, which is the 0.74. And the last market that I want to look at is dollar Swiss. And dollar Swiss is currently in an uptrend. We've got a low, a high, a higher low, and right now we broke up into a higher high here on the weekly. Dollar Swiss is quite similar to euro dollar, that it respects quite lovely the round numbers as levels of support and resistance. So we've got this strong level at the bottom of this area around the 0.95, and then we've got the level of 0.98 and the next level up that is on parity. So once again, I'll be looking for trading opportunities as I go down the time frame as the market react to the strong levels of support and resistance in the direction of the overall trend. So looking for a pullback into the buy zone, a bounce off a level, and to take this trade all the way to the next level of support and resistance. Wishing you a fantastic trading week, and I look forward to speak with you soon. Bye for now.